Hi there, Malcolm here with my third video for Board Games in Bedford. Last Friday I went to the UK Games Expo in the NEC in Birmingham and I picked up a couple of things. So here is my games haul. I went with a very specific list and the top item was Dinosaur Island by Pandasaurus Games. This is essentially Jurassic Park, the board game, in everything but name only. This plays across several boards with hundreds of pieces, dinosaurs, where you try to get the correct balance of having exciting dinosaurs, but without it being too exciting where the patrons get eaten. This turned out to be the scarcest game at the expo, and despite turning up early on the Friday morning, I think I picked up the last copy at the expo. So feeling rather pleased with myself there. Now this comes with a gorgeous green cloth baggie containing 7 potential patrons of your dinosaur theme park, the Ella guys, and 10 of the purple hooligans who get in without paying and get first dibs on all the rides. Bastards. 4 colours of meeples, tokens and other things for individual players to manage their parks. A bag of pink plastic Triceratops. It would have been nice to have a better variety of dinosaur types. I understand the Kickstarter did have that, but even so, maybe 3 or 4 basic shapes would have been better, but hey, they're dinosaurs, I'm happy. A nice wad of cards containing specialists, objectives, and plot twists which change how each individual game is played. The scoreboard and excitement tracker. The research board for discovering new dinosaurs, generating DNA, increasing storage for your DNA. The shopping board where you buy specialists, lab upgrades and attractions for your park. 4 individual boards holding your lab resources and buildings. And they've done one up on Terraforming Mars by doing something wonderful with these. These boards have a depth with individual spaces for the cubes to stay in place, so that they can't get knocked out of place, unlike with this game Terraforming Mars. And your own personal island in which to build your theme park with dinosaurs. So there's the dinosaur technology, dice for generating DNA, tokens to upgrade the capacity of your exhibits, money, and dozens of lab upgrades to be purchased, as well as attractions. And a handy deck for solo playing. I've given it a try and that's actually quite a good variant. One thing this game is lacking, however, is instructions on how to get all this stuff back in the bloody box. It's a real fight. I've played this a few times now. I can say that this is up there as one of my favourite games of all time. Next up, Potion Explosion by Cool Mini or Not and Horrible Games. A couple of weeks ago, the Waterstone shop in Milton Keynes hosted a gaming event, International Tabletop Day, and my boys had a chance to play Potion Explosion and really enjoyed it. And so I picked this one up for them to play. It comes with its own rack of marbles, where if you take a marble and 2 colours connect, you can take all the connecting marbles. And you use your marbles to populate your potions. And once you've completed your potion, you score the points and get the bonuses. The box itself needed assembling, and poking out all the little holes from all the bottles and everything took frickin' ages. I particularly like how at the back of the instructions they show you how to put the things back in the box. It's something my boys haven't quite understood yet. Oodles of fun for young and old alike. Now while at Waterstones, while at the International Tabletop Day, I picked up Terraforming Mars. And as a group we have played this almost non-stop since. So I had my eye out for some expansions. First up I found Hellas and Elysium. This is a straightforward expansion which is simply not 1 but 2 extra maps on which to play, with each map having its own unique milestones and awards. I also found Venus Next, which despite its name doesn't actually provide a Venus map but provides extra cards with which to start terraforming Venus. It comes with its own unique tracker board. It adds a 4th terraforming tracker, however this one is not mandatory and so it doesn't extend the length of the game due to giving extra stuff you've got to try and achieve. It also comes with an extra award and milestone related to it, and a nice wad of cards. Game reviewers Dice Tower, as found on YouTube, they had a stall at the expo, and from there, self-replicating robots for the Terraforming Mars game, and the Coalition Tower for Star Realms. So some nice little promos there. For a while now I've had King of Tokyo by ELO, and I'd managed to pick up the Halloween expansion and the Cthulhu expansion, both of which came with some power cards and related monsters. However, it did make for an unbalanced game in that the existing monsters I had in this game had no power cards, and so I had to pick up King of Tokyo Power Up. which along with providing Pandakai, an extra monster, I get nice wads of all the power cards for every single monster in the game so far, including Pandakai, and some extra tokens. I sought out the dog-eared games table and found myself playing a game of colour chess. After destroying the salesman at his own game, I then bought a copy of colour chess. Fans of chess may enjoy this one, and as it takes the normal rules of chess and then has fun with it, with colours. So many game varieties, options, and replayability value is very high on this. It also contains its unique game lure, which I haven't tried yet and don't know anything about. I need to find out more about that one. I spent most of the evening punching out all the bits from post-explosion. When I opened this box, I was rather downhearted to find it was all in sprues, and so I left it for the following day. Having done so, the box contains a jigsaw-style border for the game itself, with extra bits to make a bigger board or smaller board, and a whole host of these square tiles, which are double-sided. One side is the standard brown and the other brown to make up a normal-looking chessboard, and the other side holding one of 6 colours to make one of the variations of colour chess. Round flat tokens representing the chess pieces. These are double-sided and flat for a very good reason. Some game variants require you to flip over pieces or stack pieces, which you can't do with the traditional wooden minarets. As well as some other pieces with some different shapes on them, such as spiders and swords and shields, for the game lure, which I still don't know anything about. I had the boys in mind when I picked this one up, and indeed they do absolutely love it. Another popular game I have is Abyss by Bombix. I just so happened to find a couple of expansions for it. Kraken, the first expansion. This adds the black pearls or nebulas, a sort of negative currency, as well as a nifty little Kraken here. No idea what it does yet. Yeah, here are the black pearls. They don't look awfully black, so I'll compare it to the original white pearls, and yes, there is a subtle change in tone. Also comes with a treasure deck, which does something, some more lords, another shell cup to hold the black pearls in, its own bag, and a few extra locations. And amazingly, that fits in the main box. I also got Leviathan, which pushes Abyss up to a 5-player game. So that comes with one red Leviathan guy. He's pretty cool. The 5th player shell cup, blue dice, more lords, more allies, another baggie for some reason, another tracker board, and lots of tokens. We walked past this a few times and really liked the artwork and caved in. Elements by Bad Cat Games. It was sold to us with the promise it was a bit like King of Tokyo, but on speed. It has lots of dice in it, and the artwork is indeed beautiful. It comes with 4 beautiful double-sided boards. That's the 2-player variant. A lovely little baggie for tokens. 4 colours of really nicely produced dice. Extra little boards, and some more tokens, which I have no idea what they do. Not a bad impulse buy, with a very nice 2-player variant. I also picked up Epic Card Game by White Wizard Games, makers of Star Realms. Now those of you who follow board games in Bedford know that I'm quite keen on Star Realms, so I thought I'd try this to see how it compares to Star Realms. It's a 2 to 4 player game of the trading card style, but this is the entirety of the game. You just buy the one box with all the cards in it, that is it. And then you can draft your decks, create your decks, or have a random deck to play with. The final game I picked up was for my wife, who quite fancied the look of Herbaceous by Watts Games. I've not played it yet, I can't tell you anything about it, with very thematic player colours. The cards all contain different herbs, and for what I gather it's some sort of set collecting game. She has played it already, and has enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to giving this a go as well. This is 1 to 4 players. And finally, we made our way to the Geek & Son exhibit, with a view of getting my birthday present from my brother, who tried ordering it last year and failed miserably to do so. This lump of wood fits nicely on my dentist table. Like so. Now when playing games and having my tablet handy to take pictures and note down scores, I can now have it resting off the table, so we've got more space for playing games like Dinosaur Island, Terraforming Mars, or Small World, games that take up a huge chunk of table space. However, we couldn't resist, so we also got this fantastic dice tower. I love it. Later on I managed to demonstrate this while playing Catan by the front entrance. It worked really well and we never dropped any dice on the floor. While at their stall they also supplied us, free, this delightful meeple chopping board, phone holder, and tabletop pad holder. Nice. And there you have it. So, did you make it to the Games Expo this year? If so, did you get anything nice? So, if you'd like to share what you got, then please leave a link or a list in the comment section down below. Or if you have any questions or comments about any of the games I've just showed you, then again, I'd love to hear what you have to say. But as usual, if you have nothing nice to say, then please keep it to yourself. Thank you. Until next time, see you later.